now up against, I guess, this trend line from that panic low to that panic low. Not a confirmed trend line, just a potential trend line. But nonetheless, you can see here we are up against that level. And interesting too, how this is basically the bot fail level. So my hunch is if this trend line is given, ironically enough, our rule is we'd like to see the trend line given and then get some sort of bearish market structure on the other side of this trend line. Then I think we have to start getting ready for the shit to hit the fan. It is interesting how this M top now on Bitcoin has actually been validated, confirmed here a few days ago, and then confirmed hard. Actually, this is a 4-hour chart. So I don't know what it looks like on a daily. It's probably just part of today. Yeah, okay. So intraday basis, there was that rally peak down to that sell-off low, up to that rally peak. And you can see they just flirted with breaking it. Right up against this trend line, and there is the bot short entry level. On this daily chart, we got one high, we got two highs. So ironically enough, I wouldn't even mind if we kind of maybe, if this is a short, right? We fail through there, then go and M out, and there will be your third lower high. 1, 2, 3, something like that. So one good thing about this, though, is this is tax loss selling deadline day. So maybe if we're really lucky, a lot of the selling that we saw right out of the gate, keep in mind it's 9:45 now. So the market's already been open 3 hours. So a lot of the selling right out of the gate had to do with this this dump here in tax loss selling. So interesting enough, if we could actually get some sort of inside bar here firing, well, maybe we're just comfortably back in this range. The scary part about this is that I think that this is part of a bigger megaphone pattern. There's the breadth indicator from a little while ago. So a bigger megaphone pattern. I think both of these levels actually have to be traded to. Question ultimately is, do we come down and in that January period, do we do that meltdown? And what you might find is it's some sort of crazy ass candle that's got just the biggest tail in the world, kind of like what you saw back here. The irony of it all is that, this is a weekly chart. If we look at that daily chart from back here, tail, and if anything, that's what we need to see to mark some sort of bottom, is we got to start seeing some tails. So, here was that crazy ass event. Just boom, boom, right? So again, in like 2 days, you're going to have just an absolute meltdown in price. But notice that just shortly thereafter, boom, they bring the market almost exactly right back to where we were. So there's just this massive reversal is sort of like the tell that, okay, finally the bottom's in. Actually, not that big of a tail here. Actually, I'm a little surprised at that. But anyway, I had said here in this message, I gotta say this study is just so perfectly simple. And actually, I was a bit surprised. Somebody actually came on this and said, "This is bullshit, man. This is garbage." And I was like, "Really? That surprised me." Anyway, so there is that 15 cycle, and this is sort of our current year. I still think that this move here was that dog money Doge pump. And then this move here was the Willy bot, and price actually went way too far than anybody expected. And ironically enough, it's half the reason why Mt. Gox blew up, is even Roly Polioli didn't expect such a huge move up. So in this particular case, it was just a little bit higher. And I think that's what actually the market was expecting. And in crypto enthusiasts, it's just when we went popping up here, there was an algo that was absolutely out of control, and they called it the Willy bot. And it took prices to over $1,000. Anyway, so if we sort of follow along this grinding bear, I tell you, man, this year has looked very, very similar to that. But the point here, I guess, is just simply put, we have to get to the point where FTX is old news. It's not new news anymore. Right now, it's still new news.